So I'm fine going head-to-head with Jennifer. Let's do it.
Ladies, welcome to the Style Council. This is one of the top design and manufacturing studios in New York City. In order to impress HSN,
your products have to have the potential
to expand to an entire collection. Your challenge today is to come up with 3 new distinctive design concepts for your garments, one of which will actually feature a print that you're gonna have to design.
Very cool.
Here to give you some valuable style tips is someone with 16 years of solid fashion success at HSN. Meet Diane Gilman.
Carissa, Jennifer, welcome to the challenge. Are you up for it?
Yes.
Much like you two, Diane started at her kitchen table designing denim for rock and roll greats. Very big.
Wow.
She recently sold 100,000 pairs of her signature style jeans in one day.
Yikes.
You're gonna have 2 hours to complete your concepts. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Today's challenge is to design new styles and to design a new print. We have a strong product, it could always be better.
So I'm trying to branch out away from a white long sleeve button down.
I am so excited about this challenge. I think the magic dress is such a jumping off point for a whole line of versatile designs.
I want to introduce you to 2 Style Council designers who will be working with you. So get to it.
Thank you.
Okay, now what are we doing here?
Basically, what I want to do is really take the magic dress and expand it. For the first design, I'm going to do a dress with a zip-off shoulder, exposed zipper over here. I want to narrow down the choices on how to wear the dress. I think just a basic, just blousey. My decision-making ability is lacking sometimes because I do doubt myself. I don't know if they're going to be into that sleeve.
Well, it's up to you.
Okay. I'm used to working on my own, doing everything from the sketching to the cutting, the sewing, the fabric. So working with another designer will be a completely new experience for me.
This is basically where it zips off, right?
Right.
Hello, Jen.
Hi.
One of your things was you get confusing, and I just hope, Steve, are you confused at all?
A little bit.
Okay. Because of the complications of what your dress does, you really need to pull back a little bit and be very focused.
And you're in control, so make a dress that's simple for the woman to conceive how to put it on.
Good job, good job. Keep going.
It is very hard communicating my vision to somebody else. I wish you could have just like a little wire between your brains and he could just see it, but you can't.
For my first garment, I'm gonna design a sheath dress. This is a basic sheath. Okay. Narrow, deep V, slit neck. If you've got a full bust, it's really tough to wear a dress, which is a challenge with this body. You're gonna have to really build it out in that front. I studied kinesiology in college. I know a woman's body, and I know how to fit it to make it look its best. So it's easy for me to give someone else direction. I don't like that. That high hip's a little too high for me. Okay. We gotta move fast, Wanda, come on.
For the second design, I really want to try to stay with something that's comfortable and that does cover arms, just something that's easy for a lot of women. I want like a drawstring waistline right here, so if they want it loose or tight or whatever. The difference between my product and Chris's product is I feel like I get to have more fun.
We can do a little shawl collar in that contrasting blue. For the second garment, I'm gonna design a faux wrap blouse. The neckline is sewn together, but it does tie on the side. Can we do a flouncy with that contrast?
Okay, so I see kind of a wrap style.
It's a faux wrap top. It's sewn together at the neckline.
No cleavage.
No cleavage. You really want to give that wearer security and confidence.
You targeted in on a part of your body, so think about what other body types do women have? Because I'm somebody with a huge waist, a big midriff, and skinny little legs. That's how I came to design my jeans.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Affirmation, affirmation. I think Jennifer does very trendy designs. I'm a designer entrepreneur. I saw a hole in the marketplace. I created a product to fill it. Very different creatures, very different beasts.
My design concept for the design print is as if you walk into a flock of birds and then they scatter. I was thinking tribal birds, maybe, you know, soft grays, even like a splash of cobalt blue in there. I'm choosing gray because it can be worn year-round.
Well, I have never dreamed of making my own print because I'm not well suited for that. Therefore, I'm gonna take a stripe because they give direction. We have round parts, and we just try to make a long, lean look so that when you meet someone, they focus on your face, not all the round parts.
You have less than 10 minutes. This is the last call.
Yeah, is that gonna leave 2 minutes for the fabric?
I'm working as fast as I can.
One thing you never want to do when you're selling on television is order the customer around.
Well, I think you're going to find that with one of these ladies.
Faster!
I can't watch.
The customer also wants some direction. So with Jennifer, if she's up on stage and she's going, well...
Maybe I'll do more. Look.
Between the two, I cannot tell you which one is going to be the winner in the end.
Challenge is over. That's it.
We're done.
Not even 2 more minutes?
Finito. Done.
Come on, Ed.
That's your problem.
This is my problem. You know, I'm always nervous about seeing new things I've designed, but I'm more than nervous over that print.
I'm really excited about the new designs. I do think I'm more stylish than Carissa. She's just more classic and I'm trendier.
Let's see how you guys did.
Expanding your designs.
Jennifer, first of all, I love this one, but can you also zip the sleeves off?
You can.
And so you could have one sleeve.
Yes.
I can see that now, but it doesn't look like it has a lot of function to it. Here, I love the fact that you've used the tie-dye. What makes that magic?
There are little pulleys on the inside of the sleeves that you can make shortened.
You should have actually shown all the variations.
And that's how simple the instructions should be, and that's how simple your presentation should be.
Okay.
Your fabric, I love your print. You were an artist.
I personally love that color. It's got a little hint of blue almost, but it's like a cool gray, and it's just very sharp, very sharp.
Hearing that Diane loved my print was amazing. To see the whole process, the designing to the fabric printing, it was incredible.
Now let's see how Carissa did.
Okay, I like the blouse. I don't think I'm totally excited about it for big busted women. The dress, I don't see as your best moment as a problem solver. I would have stepped out of my box and said, what other problems do women have? Big hips and tummies, heavy thighs. There's so many body types out there.
Your brand extension is about solving problems. I think that that's what you should focus on.
Now, how about the print? What made you choose those colors?
Well, I didn't pick these colors. These are the colors that came out of the computer.
You picked warm colors.
I picked a red, a really deep, dark red.
But do you love red?
No.
Would you wear that?
She just said no.
Well, that's like sort of a little cop-out, because if you wouldn't wear something like that, how could you expect other people to do that?
My fabric looks like wallpaper. I think I failed interpreting my vision to someone else.
Carissa, these are very tight and in-your-box designs. Push yourself further.
Okay.
Jennifer, I think your print is a total winner.
Thank you.
Jennifer, you're ahead today, but it's not over yet.
The Style Council will take the fabric that
You two designed
and make one of your signature pieces overnight.
Fantastic.
I'm feeling really great. I'm ahead, so I don't know what's in store tomorrow, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Based on today's challenge, you can safely say I'm dreading tomorrow.
Coming up on Homemade Millionaire.
Did you feel that what you came up with was what you wanted?
No, absolutely not.
And later, the winning inventor is...
Tuesday.
We're all set in here, baby.
We are now going through our second round of